are the best years. Does it scare you as much as me? We've lost another rebel at the entrance of the company, dying off quicker than a heat wave. It's the way that the middle class sleeps. Well, they'll play for yours, but I'll play for keeps on wood. Yes, I I'm selling your air, taking your irises, put them on display. Now he's a myth, but he's only giving troubles away. I'll get by, so sorry. We're living in an X-ray hell, gone bad, and there's no use to any of it. These are the worst years. Does it kill you as much as me? We've lost another rebel to the service of the company, dying off quicker than a heat wave. It's the way that the working class sleeps. Well, they'll play for yours, and I'll play for keeps on wood. Maybe. The band started out on McCormick Street in Denton, and at the time it was me, my brother, and Annie Ramage, who's now my fiance. We started practicing in a garage and trying to make a record under the radar. We would sneak into Dallas Sound Labs after hours. We had this friend who was an employee there, so we would record this album at 2 in the morning until 8 in the morning when everybody was gone, and from there it just kind of became a home-based kind of thing. We moved back to Denton from practicing and recording in Dallas, and I had met Jason. I was looking for a bass player for the band, and he had been working at a Pizza Hut, or I'd been working at a Pizza. He was working at the Domino's next door.
Rival drivers.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to be friends,
You just give each other that look from across the parking lot, this.
Right. I bet you're into cool music. I bet you're in a band. And yeah, sure enough, he was. And Alex, I had met through somebody who had worked at Pizza Hut. Again, this is a very pizza-centric band, I guess. I'm just not realizing this. And I had never heard Alex play. He'd come to a few shows, and he had,
He liked my trousers.
Yeah, he wore cool slacks. But I had just had this good feeling about him. I never heard him play, and I was just like, "You're in the band, man! Congratulations, whether you like it or not. This is your thing now." And he's like, "Well, maybe I should come try out and let's see how it works." I was like, "Nah, let's just go ahead and you start practicing. We'll start making record." And it was a leap of faith, and turned out to be one of the best decisions that I've made, I think.
I always felt like you came over after a show and hung out for a little bit, and you saw that I had a jazz master, and I always felt like that was what did it. Like subconsciously, you were like, "Well, he's got a jazz master."
Yeah, I mean, discerning taste. Like, yeah, that's a good selling point, I think, for sure. Matt came into the mix via our friend Tyler and musician in Denton, Brian Lambert, and he's the nicest drummer I've ever played with in my entire life. And he's a big talker, which is why we've been able to get him on the mic during this session.
Musicians with a second-hand religion, first on the scene to announce another cataclysm. We were 20-somethings, the demise of all the nations is all we hoped to see before we started the eradication. Let's go out, the infirmary is only a stone's throw. Capsized, the sedatives will bring us to our side, and the bleak banter expounds, while the halos and the headaches at it out. We're too into ourselves. Sophisticates will bring us to our knees, and the empire's been stripped. The royalty was missing from citizens were ill, but there's no future here. Let's make this quick.
Our first record was Yardling in 2007, and then Cities Can Wait was 2000.
It's 2011.
Yeah, 2011.
April.
And then this past year, February of 15, we released Welcome to Hard Times, which was a double record.
It was a record for us, and how many songs we could put on a record. We've outdone ourselves twice.
Black vultures like soft body ticks swollen on remains. If you've seen it once, you've seen it a million times. Seldom self-made men admit
I had kind of storyboarded up what I had envisioned for artwork for the record, which was very hand-drawn, hand-painted, psychedelic kind of storyline to the record. And it was a year and a half of trial and error with people, and I went through 3 different artists, and they weren't able to actually complete much, and we were kind of getting up to the where we needed to submit artwork to get the record done. And I didn't want to bother anybody else with it, so I just the only thing I could think to do was try collaging. I'd never done it before, and my fiance was very apprehensive and was having expectations that it would look something similar to a 16-year-old girl's locker or something like that, just random crap just taped together. And
Could have been cool though.
it could have been, but it was driving around from yard sales and bookstores, and I just started collecting as many books, picture books, as I could find, and I just sat down and, a period of months, just painstakingly just cut them out with X-Acto knives. And so I'd never done it before, but it was definitely a fun learning process, and it, really turned out way better than I think any of us could have expected it to turn out.
love, but the same one that I had known. He was as pale as the sheet, as quiet as death, and thin